Hi guys, you're finally here. I can't wait to show you what we're cooking today. Come on. Today I'm using CB boneless skinless chicken breast. We're making a Mediterranean chicken salad. I love this recipe because it's so easy to make and it's a great option for lunch. So before we get into this recipe, I'm going to clean up this chicken and we'll get right back to it. Today we're using boneless skinless breast, and it's best for this recipe because it cooks so quickly, and that's what we're looking for when we think of a quick and easy lunch. So I'm going to start with the marinade. So to start, I'll just add our ingredients to this bowl. We have 4 chicken breasts here today, so this will serve 4 people. You can add more pepper if you like. This is smoked paprika. It gives it a really great smoky flavor. We'll get that from the grill as well, but it doesn't hurt to give it an extra boost of flavor. This is our dried oregano. Some salt. And I'm using freshly cracked black pepper here. I find it just has a much better flavor than the regular jarred black pepper. And especially since this recipe is cooking so quickly, we want to make sure that every flavor and seasoning and spice that we use is really fresh. And that should be good. I'm using a bit of Dijon mustard, just about 2 tablespoons. And we have 2 lemons. So I'll just slice these really quickly. And a tip I like to use when I'm using fresh lemons, especially when we're pouring right into our bowl, is to put a hand out like this and just catch the seeds. Sometimes fresh lemons can be really difficult to find, so if you can't find them, I would suggest substituting this with fresh lime juice, but definitely fresh. Fresh is always best. So our last 2 ingredients are some extra virgin olive oil and our Greek yogurt. Healthy substitute for something like mayonnaise or sour cream. And now we'll give it a really good mix. And once this is all combined, I'm going to actually set this in the fridge overnight. It just gives the chicken the best flavor. The more time that you can marinate your chicken, especially the breast, is just so important because the breast tends to be very dry, and this will give it really good flavor. It will ensure that it's juicy, especially because we're going to cook it on the grill on high heat. So with quick cooking, especially with this kind of cut, we'll make sure that it's really nice and tender and has great flavor for our salad. So I will cover this and then we'll leave it overnight and we'll come back and start cooking. So this is our chicken that's been in the fridge overnight. I've just brought this to room temperature for about 15 to 20 minutes. And the reason why I did this is because if we were to cook the meat straight out of the fridge, it would make the meat very dry and very tough. So we're looking to avoid that since we are working with breast. So here I have a griddle pan. It's cast iron, so it holds a lot of heat, which is great because we want gorgeous char marks on these chicken breasts. So I have a gas stove here. I have my gas stove at about medium heat. If you're working with an electric stove, I would say turn your temperature up to high heat because it does take a bit longer for the electric stove to get as hot as you can see with this great smoke that we have working with here. So I'm gonna get our chicken in the pan and we're looking at about 10 minutes. So 5 minutes on each side. So after 5 minutes, just give it a flip and we'll be good to go. So let's get our chicken in the pan. You're gonna hear this great sizzle. That's what we're looking for. So our chicken has had about 5 minutes on this side, so it's time to flip, and I can't wait to see the gorgeous tar marks that we're looking for. This is looking so good. So we have about another 5 minutes for this side, but I love this so much because this boneless, skinless chicken breast really holds the flavor, and we put so much time and effort into our marinade, so it's so important that it really comes out in the flavor of the food when we're done cooking. And the boneless breast is really great because it's so easy to chop up for our salad, but this recipe is really adaptable and you can use this marinade on any CB chicken product. So if you have something else on hand that you want to use, feel free to do it. It's gonna taste great. Our chicken smells great and looks fantastic, and it's had about 10 minutes now, so it's ready for us to chop up and continue making our salad. So let's do it. So now that our chicken's done, I've set it aside to rest and cool down while we assemble our salad. So in our salad, we have romaine lettuce, red onion, cucumber, tomato, chickpeas, feta, black olives, and I would say most importantly, our homemade dressing. I love to make a homemade dressing because it's so easy and it tastes so much better than store-bought. This dressing is really simple because we've used so many of the ingredients that we used in our chicken marinade, which is great because it ties in all of the flavors of this meal. So let's assemble. This dressing is great because it's really light like the rest of our salad, and even though it's creamy, we use Greek yogurt, so it's still really healthy. So let's give it a shake and toss our salad. Nothing irritates me more than when a salad is not dressed when you get it at the table. So we're making life easy and doing it from now before we plate. And this is gonna be a great bed for our grilled chicken. So we finished tossing our salad and our chicken has cooled down. We've let it rest for about 10 minutes, which is so key because in doing so, it allows the chicken to retain all of its juices and not shrink in size. So I'm gonna slice each chicken breast up into slices and then we'll get to plating. I'm slicing the chicken thinly so we have the perfect bite-sized pieces for our salad. The chicken looks so tender, I can't wait to dig in. Now that our chicken is all sliced, it's time to plate. Our salad is so fresh and vibrant, especially with the fresh parsley and mint I picked from my garden. Pair this with your favorite white wine and enjoy. I hope you enjoyed watching me make this Mediterranean chicken salad. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And remember to like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram at I Love CB Foods and Karina's Kitchen JA.